Well, it was a long day, but a good day. Got cables all over the place because I just finished wiring up the new setup. So, see the big black shelf, the big black, dark, black wall of black darkness. It is a 19-inch rack. I think it's a 22U. I had originally built it for synthesizers. I had stuffed a bunch of synthesizers in there, but now it is my 3-bucket black wall there. The Model 24 is still broken. Hopefully Long McQuade manager will call me tomorrow. We'll get that moving along. But I wanted to see what it looked like on the desk. Just playing a CD through it right now. Just kill that volume. Yeah, still cables everywhere. One of the longest parts of something like this is the cabling. The cabling takes forever. You need every freaking kind of cable there is. You need XLR female, XLR male, to TRS, and then just lots of XLRs. Like that whole bin is just XLRs. My TRS bucket's empty. TRS, XLR to male, TRS, XLR to female. And then these imposters are just TS, just tip sleeve, just guitar cables. Found those imposters in my TRS bin. We quickly got them out of where they don't belong. So here's the idea with the desk. Of course, I got my lava lamps. One burnt out somehow while I moved it. Just touched the thing and it freaking burnt out. But got my monitors. People have asked me, how do you like these M-Audio BX8As? They're not great. They were cheap in the year 2005. They still work. Both of them still work. And I know the sound of them, so I hang on to them, but I wouldn't suggest anyone buy this. I don't know. Go get some Rockets. Go get some Yamahas. Go get some Atom A7s if you can afford them. Go get some... there's lots of good suggestions out there. I wouldn't suggest these. I do buy the HS5s for synthesizer. I also have a pair of HS5s on my computer desk. This is the old desk I had over there. That's what I had all my studio on. Now it's just my hopefully neat and tidy little computer desk, hopefully. But yeah, I got Yamaha HS5s. I got 2 of them there just for computer speakers. And then I've got one on my synthesizer. And then, yeah, otherwise I monitor through, I've got the Sonys, the MDRs. I can't remember the model numbers. You guys will know. And I've also got the AKG 240s. And then I got I got like 5 other sets of headphones around here that are just whatever, for guests that are trying to track stuff. So the idea of the desk here, I've got my Scarlett Focusrite 2 channel if I need it. It's usually for making videos. I don't really record with that. There's my Mac Mini. You can see the dang thing. I have mixed feelings about it. I'd like to go back to a PC. I probably will. In which case, I'll put the PC tower through this white wall, and I'll run its cables through the white wall. That way I don't get to listen to the tower. I know you do liquid cooled and all that stuff. I've been down that road. I can't be bothered anymore. I'll just put the tower through the wall. I got the Apollo, which I can record on. It's 2 channels. It's Twin X. And then, so the rack itself is kind of divided into, well, obviously 3 columns. I got a Spec Analyzer under each monitor, so the left and the right, whatever's happening on the board will show up in the Spec Analyzer if I've got it wired right. Just take a look at all the wiring back here. It's insane. I mean, look at the patch panel. Just in case you think I cheated, I actually didn't wire it all up today. I did. I wired it all up. In fact, the patch bay is full, short of one in and out pair. I think, let's see, 15 and 39 here. 15 and 39 have yet to get anything in it. So I've got, one more mono thing I can put through that ART patch panel, and that's it. So, Spec Analyzers on both sides, left and right. And, whatever sound pumps through whatever, I can patch it into the Spec Analyzer through here. And, you get the equalizer light show to find out where the frequencies are. Short of that, I got following that, I got the ART headphone amp Currently, it's taking signal from the Model 24. It's here so that I can hopefully get headphones when I'm drumming. I usually run a really long extension cable. You can actually see my Vic Firth headphones. And then, yeah, I'll just... You can host, what is it, 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, sorry, that's why it's called the head amp 6. You can host 6 pairs of headphones off that, so... And we do get that many people down here sometimes more than 6, you know. Then you're feeling bad that somebody's out there without headphones on, but hard to do more than 6 headphones. Then I got my 4 channels of warm audio Neve. These 2 have EQ, these 2 don't. And that's, you know, 11 to 14 are my Neves in and out. So I can either microphone, like I can use them as microphone preamps like you're supposed to, or I can use them as line devices and get that Neve goodness and that Neve EQ on line sources, you know, synthesizers and maybe my piano. It doesn't line out though, so I suppose I'll be miking that. Then I got my lunchbox rack. I've sold most of my lunchbox, my 500 stuff. It's not cheaper and it's not better. I like full 19-inch rack stuff these days. I've had this thing full. I've had 10 pieces of 500 series gear. I sold it all except my radial EXTC because it's handy. It lets you reamp into effects pedals, so you can use any guitar effects pedals you want as outboard gear with this thing because it's like a reamper. I am buying a couple pieces for this though. I'm going to get a couple Rupert Neve 542 tape sims. They're going to go in 1 and 2. So 1 through 10 here in the Midas is 1 through 10 on the patch panel. And then I got my vinyl, my record player here. So, you know, when there's not a lot of cabling going on, you can slip a record in there. Looks like it's dusty in there. I'll need to dust. Over on the right-hand side is processing. Of course, we got the spec like we talked about at the top. Then I got a guitar tuner right here. I just figured grabbing down your guitar cable out of your guitar with your right hand and putting it in here is handy. So that's why I put it on this side. You lefties are kind of screwed because you got to do it from your left hip, right? From your left hip there. But so that's why the rack tuner's there. It does have a light. I don't know if I know how the light turns on anymore. I guess it's right here. Yeah, it's got a bit of a light on it. It's kind of cool, but how do you turn the damn thing off? There we go. Then we got the LA2A, the warm LA2A, which is patched in over here where that green sticker is. It says LA. Then we got a Behringer Virtualizer 3D, which has got all your, you know, quirky reverbs and flangers and vocoders and stuff. Then we got a Lexicon M200, which has got all the effects you see here. Delay, reverb, vibrato, rotary, detune, pitch shift. It's actually got decent pitch shift. And then I got like just a drawer, you know, miscellaneous stuff. There's an Electro Harmonics Memory Man back there. I think that's a splitter box. I haven't used that thing in a long time. Patch cables. I didn't know I had more cables in here. I'm looking for lava lamps, so hopefully I come across those. I know I got lots of lava lamps. I just don't know where the heck they are right now. And then all the power is, you know, from your knee down, right? So I have to deal with the power up in my face. All the power. Each column has 1 or 2 power conditioners and or just rack power bars, right? Got the Beat Buddy up on the desk. Got the foot switch down here. This foot switch annoys me because it's a double. It's just too much for my brain. I'm gonna get rid of it and just get a single. You're like, how does it confuse you? It just confuses me. I don't want a double. I want 1 foot pedal. I don't even think I bought that. I think somebody gave that to me. Anyway, yeah, that is the tour of the new setup. Nothing else has really changed. I just got to clean all these cables up now. I guess one more kind of thing I'm happy with is I took my Rode M5s off that bar. I had that what do you call it? Spacer bar. It wasn't ideal for them. You couldn't truly get the capsules to touch. You couldn't truly get the butts to touch of these M5s because they're so small, right? So I gave them each their own stand. There's one, and then the other one's right here, I think. Yeah, right there. So that's going to be good to have the M5s on their own mic stands. I think I'm going to buy a mic stand per mic. So if I've got 20 I've got 20 mics. I'm going to get each and every mic on its own stand so that they're handy, ready to go. You know, you grab an SM58, grab the 7B. What's under here? Oh, another 58. And then over here I got my Michael Jolie modded Hulk, which is basically a U87, a Neumann U87 or some clone of one of those German mics. I got a U47 here too. I never use it because it's like tube and you got to warm the power supply up. It's not a real U47. It's a worm. Here we go. This guy here. The Worm WA47. I guess we use it for special occasions. This is a pain in the butt because it's tube. You got to warm it up for half an hour, and we just don't tend to use it down here. But yeah, so that's the new desk setup. The great black darkness wall of dark great blackness. And my daughter helped me, so things went extra faster than usual this time, you know. So yeah, this thing was a giant synthesizer at one point. It was full of synth stuff. And then I remember that I don't know how to play synth, which is a problem, you know, and I never got good at it. I still have like the Moog Grandma and like this Eurorack thing I made, but like I just suck at it, you know. I got to get good at it. I got to start playing synth half hour a day. I see these guys online with 6 modules and they make all this generative music. That's what I want to be able to make, is generative music, but not like just drone noise that's kind of stupid. I just, you know, some of these guys, they actually make really awesome like Blade Runner style synth music with it. But well, that is the new layout. Hopefully Long McQuade manager will call me tomorrow. We'll get this sorted out. I'm tempted to not let them deal with it, you know? Like he calls and he's just like, yeah, what's this about? And I'm like, don't worry about it. I'm going to call Sweetwater, your competitor, and get them to, you know what I mean? I have Long McQuade fatigue at this point. I've driven to London twice, and I've driven to another location. Like I've driven almost 1,000 kilometers for this board. They sent it to Ericsson Audio. It's still not fixed. I have Long McQuade fatigue. So even though I paid $88 for extended warranty, I'm tempted to just not let them fix it, you know? Just go, I'll just hate you forever, you know? like I've decided to just hate you forever, you know? As opposed to letting you have another crack at this. Why is the Lexicon juicing out? Wow, that was kind of weird. There's nothing plugged into the Lexi there, so I don't know why that thing was juicing out like that. But anyway, hey, good quest for gear. If you like home recording studio tours, think about liking and subscribing if you're into home recording, basically. All right. Thanks for watching.